Hi, hello lovelies, I hope you're doing okay. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Hannah and this is the place where I watch basically whatever I want. And yes, welcome back everybody to a brand new episode of New Music Monday. I hope you're having a good time. Hopefully also the intro made sense and it didn't sound awkward because it did to me in that moment, but I thought why the heck not. Today is a brand new episode of New Music Monday, and you know what that means. We're going to be checking out a brand new group from me that I've not reacted to on the channel. I have different levels, of course, of how much I know about the group before I dive into them. And with these girls, I don't know that much, honestly. I know a couple of parts of, I think, at least their most famous song. And other than that, I don't know much. So I'm very excited to dive in today. We're going to be listening to ifeye, which I believe is how you pronounce this. Ipraae, which is how you read it in Korean. So it's ifeye, I believe. And yeah, I'm assuming that is supposed to be a reference to ifeye, like ifeye. You know, and yeah, we have only 2 music videos to dive into today. Usually I would like to go for the 3 or even have, you know, more music videos added at this point. But first of all, I wanted to get into them for quite a while. I've known about them for a while, but I just never dove in for different reasons. I mean, many reasons. But also, you know, I was like, there's no way that they only have 2 music videos out. And then I compiled this and I was like, oh yeah, that is how it is. So we only have 2 music videos, sadly, to get into today. But that's going to be fine. We're going to be checking out Nerdy and Are You Okay? Don't know. Thank you for asking. So yeah, we're gonna first dive into the care profiles a little bit to just see what is up, what they look like, you know, the makeup of the group, so to say, and then we're going to dive into these 2 music videos. If you don't know me, I watch music videos twice. I put on the caption the second time. I'm going to say this again before the actual reaction starts, so you know what's up. But yeah, I'm very excited, always, as always, to dive into a new group. And yeah, I'm just going to let you guys know a little bit of a thing, though, and I'm probably going to say it again. If I have, like, really deep breaths, something has been going on with me recently where I have, like, had some breathing issues, and I don't want you to immediately be like scared for me. I'm okay, I promise. I've just been very physically tired in my body, and so like if that is the case, if my breathing gets a little heavy, then it's because my body is just like, breathe, please. You know what I mean? So yeah, just letting you know that, putting that out there. If you're like, why do you breathe so heavy? Are you good? That's why, if you're new to this channel. But anyway, I'm going to pull up the care profiles now. Obviously, depending on who you ask, care profiles is going to be good as a source or not good as a source, but I'm still using it for this video, just so you guys are aware, because a lot of other sites have weird people involved. But I'm going to read this off to you and just see what's in store. And obviously, even though I'm reading this, I'm not going to know as soon as like we get into the music videos, but it's just nice to know. So yeah, ifeye is a 6-member South Korean girl group under Hi-Hat Entertainment, which I think I've heard of them before, if I'm not mistaken. I think that they have another group that I've previously reacted to, or maybe not reacted to, but I have heard of before, I'm pretty sure. No, seemingly not. Very, very much like new, like there's trainees and whatnot, but like other than that, they don't have any other groups under them, so never mind. I thought so. Yeah, the group consists of Won Hwayeon, Taerin, Rahi, Keisha or Kasia, oh my god, I'm sorry, I'm gonna read the Korean when it comes up, and hopefully that'll help me, and Sasha. That's a little bit easier on my, again, not only do I not speak fluent Korean, I also tongue-tied a little bit, so just so you know that as well. Yeah, they made their official debut on April 2025 with their first digital single, Erlu Blue. So yeah, it's not been that long. Obviously, they've not even hit their first year yet, but sometimes you gotta dive into the new groups, especially since there are so many coming out recently. So ifeye is short for Imagine and Find Energetic Young Eyes. Never mind. Ooh. Damn. A vision that turns imagination into reality. Ooh, so it's supposed to be like, you know, they're opening up the listener's eyes with their music. Cool. And then the fandom name is ifeye, ifuri, ifori, Ifori? Is that how you say it? Again, if you hear me say anything and you're like, please, what are you talking about? Please correct me down in the comments below because that helps me a lot. Anyway, so let's go through this real quick and see. So we have first leader and rapper, 2008. So wild, you guys. Ooh. Yeah, we have Kasia is how you would say it in, like, Keisha is more like the English way to say it, obviously. But yes, we have Keisha or Kasia. 2008. 2006, Hwayeon. That's right. So 2006. A lot of these trainee things, interesting. Taerin, also 2006. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yes, I am. We have, okay, let's see here. Rahui. 2007. Yes. And then we have Miyu. That's Miyu. That's how you pronounce it. That immediately becomes a lot more clear for me. Also 2008. And then lastly, maknae and youngest is Sasha, who is 2009. So yeah, like, obviously, if you guys know me, you know that, like, I am somebody who, like, it's weird now to be, like, my age and see people who are, like, quite younger than me do this. So I just want to say that, like, that's crazy. But if you now noticed and recognized, none of these members are under the age of 16, which is my parameter, which is like the ballpark I use. So that is why we're here. But let me see here. Sasha. Yeah, I think it's Sasha. Yeah. Cool. So those are all of the members, and like I said, even though I have looked at their faces now for a little bit, I'm not going to be able to tell who's who once we actually get into these music videos, just to let you guys know and make sure we're on the same page here. So yeah, I'm excited. I hope you guys feel the same. So we have Nerdy to start us off, and then we're doing Are You Okay? We're doing this in order, and obviously the most popular music videos doesn't matter here, but yeah, that's also the case. So let us dive right in. Hope you guys are ready. So let's see what they have in store for us. Let's go. All right, lovely. So let's go into this reaction. We're starting off with Nerdy. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a little couple of things before we get into this, just in case you skipped the intro, which I fully understand if you did. I'm gonna watch all these music videos twice. Well, both of these music videos twice because we only have 2 today. I'm gonna put on this caption the second time in order to understand anything a little bit better, to let my brain process things in hopefully a productive way. And yeah, not going to recognize anybody, even though I looked at the kid profiles. I just know it's going to happen, obviously. So yeah, but also if I point out anybody in particular and you're like, ooh, I know exactly who that is, if you do, then please let me know down in the comments. Leave any comments you'd like to leave, talk about at all, as long as you aren't mean to me. That'd be great. But anyway, we're going to dive in. I'm excited. And yeah, sadly I can't watch this in 4K. Don't know why. Something's up there, but I am ready. So we shall dive right in and see what we have in store. We're starting off with Nerdy, which is their debut. So without further ado, let's go. What do you have in store for me, girls? Huh? Whoa. I forgot to mention totally as well. I think I know more of Are You Okay than this. Because, whoa. We're getting trippy immediately. I think they spelled it out, right? I'm gonna turn this up. Ooh! Ooh. Oh. This bass is crazy. I was not expecting it to be that deep. Like, it's literally like boom, 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 like that. I was not thinking that was going to be the case. But hey, I knew I was going to get into like some baddies with this release and also this group. So yeah. Ooh. Wow. Stunning. Ooh. Wow, this is really pretty. Oh. Hey. I think they were doing that in the intro, correct? N-E-R-D-I or R-D-I. I'm not entirely sure how they said it, but I think they were repeating what they did in the intro, right? Ooh. Whoa. I don't know if any of you guys are gonna get this, but I immediately got what is it called again? Something hockey. I don't know why I'm thinking hana hockey. I don't think that's correct. But that disease in like fan fiction that would make your like start growing flowers in your throat until you suffocated, or like in your lungs stuff. I don't know why that immediately came to me when, because it looks like, it's almost like if somebody painted her skin with watercolor. That's what it looks like, the way that that's spreading. I have a feeling we have either an unrequited or just like an unconfessed to crush, because that seemed to be like with the letter and the butterfly in the stomach, flowers blooming, you know what I mean? A bunch of different allegories and metaphors for falling in love and all of that. So I have a feeling that that's the case. I paused, by the way. Forgot to mention that too. Ooh. Ooh. The imagery here is really cool. Hey. Ooh. Ooh. Hey. Ooh. I don't know. I don't think the song is creepy, but this music video is giving me like, I keep being like, there's something off here. I think it's sort of similar to how I feel about like Racine and their music videos, is that I'm just watching it and I'm like, there's something off here. Or it's just something that I'm not getting because it's a part of like a storyline or whatever, you know? But, like there's so many things like flashing on my screen. Hey! Ooh! Again! Jesus! That's nasty. Ooh! Yes! Ooh! Gorgeous. Beautiful. Hey. I wish I could see this fully in 4K because I know it looks gorgeous. It's fine though. It's fine. I'll keep telling myself that it's fine because it is not, you know? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That is so pretty. Yeah, there's nothing really else there. I feel like, again, a lot of this imagery seems significant. And I don't know what way, I don't know exactly how, but it feels like there's some thing that once I see the lyrics of this, I'm going to be like, oh yeah, now I fully get it, you know? Because, like, again, there was all these, like, trees, there was butterflies, there was blue, there was just flowers in general, a lot of, like, the sky being shown, and a lot of things, like, flashing up on my screen as well. That, like, again, it felt like there's something off in a way, you know? Like, there's something under the surface that's just, like, begging me to find it. And I'm like, I'm digging for it. But at the time, like, like, I can't find it right at the moment. Which is why it's good to watch things twice, in my opinion, at least on camera, you know? But, I don't know. I think, for me, I enjoy the song. I definitely think it could have a little bit more. Because, like, I love when you go this deep with the bass. I love having a good, like, vibration in a song. But I think for me, personally, it just wasn't that, like, that little last part with the drums, I really appreciated. But other than that, I feel like despite it being pretty deep in that way, everything else just felt like a lot, like, lighter. And I think that is the point, obviously. But I felt like there was some, at least in my brain, some incongruence. How do you say that? I think we literally use that word every single day in psychology. But there's some, like, there's a difference between what I would expect from this and what I got, of just, like, the pieces don't really fit in my head. I think that's what I want to say. But still a very gorgeous song, and the way that they sung this was really, really nice. And yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it overall. I think that's something that you'll recognize with me if this is your first time with me. Hello. I am just, like, a music enjoyer generally, as long as it's, like, not... I say this all the time. If it's not offensive, it's fine. It's at least base level fine, you know? I'm that kind of person who, like, rates everything at least 3 stars or more. If it's going down below that, you've made an error, so to say. But yeah, I did like it. I did. It just didn't really, like, hit that part of my brain that I wish it did, you know? But yeah, stunning music video though. Stunning. I wish I could see it in 4K because, again, I don't know if it's my computer. I don't know if it's YouTube. Somebody's messing with me and it's not allowing me to watch it. So, but yeah, that was only the first watch. We're going to watch it again. And hopefully, like I said, there was parts of this where I was like, I think there's something going on here where I would need to know the lyrics to understand. So we're going to be watching it again with the captions on to see what we're being told. What's the story here? Because I have a feeling there is one. So let's dive right in one more time. Because that said, again, nerdy backwards, that YDREN. Youth flows forever? I don't think that's exactly right. It looked sort of similar. Yep. The way this starts off first, you're just like, huh? Oof. Blue. It's very gorgeous though. Very pretty. Catch my nerdy sign. So I was thinking for a moment that they're like, oh, they're nerds, that's what they're saying. But no, we're actually, because when you're a nerd, right, it means that you're like, how should I put it? it's always really hard to like pull this description out because like I'm a nerd too, but it's like loving something to like an extended degree, especially things that you wouldn't assume that that person would enjoy, or something that is like not the most socially acceptable to enjoy, right? They're nerdy about a person. They really like this person, and almost to a degree of where they're like, I feel kind of dumb about it. I feel kind of like, you know, it's taken over my being. It's taken over my soul. I don't know how to handle it. So yeah, they're nerdy about this attraction, so to say. Blue, yeah. Without a blue, from the blue. Ooh. This right here, like this part right here in particular, I wish was like a little bit more in the forefront because it sounds so gorgeous. Like that's magical. Hey. So pretty. Hey. Oh, forgot about that. Is this just me too, or is this my... Hello, my name is Hannah. I'm very queer. Feels like some of the questions are towards each other here. I'm just saying. With the looks, the hand holding. There's a lot of hand holding in this, which is like, obviously, can be purely platonic. And this is not also any towards actually the members. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can have a queer storyline, and that is not, you know, telling on the members themselves. But I'm just saying, the hand holding, the whispering, the looking at each other like that. I'm just saying. Potentially. Following that butterfly. Right there. We're planting the seed. And now it's blooming. Oof. Oof. They pointing like while they're smiling. That's cute. Again, so wow. And then now laying in the middle of just like this insane garden. Because it seems like, again, I feel like a lot of this is metaphors towards love, being in love, falling in love. Like planting the seed and the flowers and the trees blooming. Like, come on now. It's not my first time, like, you know, reading about reading poetry. But now I'm seeing it in front of me. You know what I mean? Stunning. Yeah. So I feel like a little bit of it got a little bit, especially that line of like, so out of the blue. Made sense why this is so blue. Because again, it's almost like they got shocked by their attraction in the first place, which is very, very common. I feel like there's no, usually, at least to me, romantic attractions or like, yeah, especially romantic attractions. I think it's really hard to like predict, because it's so based on just like, damn, I guess this is what my body decided, this is what my brain decided before I even really decided on myself. Like most people tell you, you can't really choose who you fall in love with, right? Because it's like a mixture of a bunch of different things, you know? So yeah, it's kind of that happened to them, and they're like, damn, I'm down bad. I'm a literal nerd for this person. You know what I mean? Yeah, but like I said, visually stunning. I definitely think I enjoy this song. I just think, again, it's not like top tier for me. It's not like, I think, one that I would return to like intentionally, and that's okay, you know? But it's still very pretty, and it has a lot of parts especially that I think are really, really pretty. But just for me, not really fit like this, you know? But yeah, that was Nerdy, our first song. Now we're going to move on to our next and last one. Like I said, I was so sure that these girls would have more music videos, but it's okay. I'm dealing with it. It's fine. We're going to get into Are You Okay? And thank you so much for asking. I feel like I never really know. It's a day-to-day thing. I assume it's like that for most of you guys, because life is wild. Thank God. Okay, I get to do this one at least. But yeah, this is Are You Okay? I have heard bits of this, mostly because it trended. And I think, I don't know exactly why it trended, because I don't think I've ever seen the choreography of this, but I do remember that, like, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, like that. And I know it's going to be a lot more sassy. There's going to be a lot more sass in this release, I'm fairly certain, at least pretty sure. So let's go ahead and check this out as well. Let's go. I have a feeling I'm going to prefer this, but I don't know, obviously. I'll be right back. We seem to be in a similar location because we're still in a school. Is that Spanish? I can't remember. I was going to say it in Spanish, but then I realized I do not have enough Spanish knowledge. I do not speak it. Whoa, hold on. I want to start from the beginning there. She just rose. She has risen. Yeah, I thought so. It sounds like some Latin language, for sure. What? Ooh! Hurricane? Oh, the styling. Wow. Hi. Hey. Woo. Sorry, I just need to see that one more time because they were getting it right there. Hey. In the rain too. Braver than me. Ah. Ooh. That is Spanish, right? I can't... Like, they're not that different from each other, I would say, these releases. But the attitude has switched very, very far. Like, we are getting into it, we're getting it, okay. That's so catchy. Like, wow. Whoa! This is so surreal. And I fuck with it so much. Ah. Woo. I love it. These girls are not going to the same function. There you go. I love how like also nostalgic it feels because it has a little bit of like an earlier like 2000s kind of vibe to it. I think with that like synthy sound that is like so present in the song. This is part two. I remember like that. Okay, are they doing like this? I think, and then also this. Are you okay? Like, no, I'm not because of you. This music video is insane and I love it. Are you okay? Hey. Bye. Woo. Hey. Yes. Woo. Damn. Are you okay? Nah. I feel like I was in one of those Where's Waldo like illustrations because I was like, where are they? That was crazy. That was so wild. Jesus. When I say like they decided like they went to the board like drawing room and they were like, okay, we're gonna do something to shock the masses next. You know what I mean? And decided for this song. Now I'm not gonna like lie here. I don't think this is that like experimental and like insane to the point where like this isn't like mainstream appeal. Okay, don't get me wrong about that. But I think there's still something about this that is so like, you know, unique, and to a point where I'm like, oh, I see now. Like if this is the first release they have, if this was their debut, let's just say, I would immediately be like, oh, I know what these girls' vibes are. I know what they're here for. I know what they want to serve. I know what they want to give, you know? Because I immediately feel that in this release of just like, oh, the sass is strong, the vocals are strong, the what the fuck is going on with this music video is strong, and I'm here for it. Like, I love things that are so out of this world. I do. Like, because I am somebody who, little lore drop from Hannah, hello, I have aphantasia, which means that I don't have a visual memory or visual fantasies. I can't really see anything in my head. As soon as my eyes close, that's it. It's dark. And so I think that's why I'm so, like, I love visual media. I love stuff like that because it gives me that chance. And I've always been one to, like, look at surrealistic paintings and sort of surrealistic art. And it's always just so fun because I'm like, why is the goat here? Why is somebody outside getting their hair, you know, one of those like things that they have in the salons, you know? I think that adds to the charm of like, what am I looking at? I think that is always so fun. And I think that they managed to pull that off here. And how they pulled so many different types of sound, I feel like, as well here. And just like made it work. They made it work. And I appreciate that a lot because I think that's something that as an artist kind of not expect you to do, but also it's so cool if you're able to just like combine a bunch of things into one and you're like, oh yeah, of course you're, again, potentially singing in Spanish. Of course you're adding like this synthy sound. Of course you're wearing, again, totally different outfits. These girls are not going to the same event. And I love that. So fun. Yeah, we're going to watch this again because, yeah, I fully expected it because I had heard tiny bits of this. I already kind of fully expected it with how nerdy went. Like, I like nerdy, but I think this is more of my style, let's just say. So let's get right into this one more time and see what they are singing about, because I feel like there was definitely a lot of English. I just couldn't really catch it with the way they were singing it, you know? So let's get right into it one more time. I'm waiting for the next comeback, girls, because these were really fun. Just sleeping. Okay, huracan probably means hurricane, right? I'm going to go back and I'm going to translate this after I react to this with my handy dandy translator. Yeah, huh? That's right. Hey. I love watching the background for this music video. It's crazy. Hey. Hey. Ooh. Ooh. Hey. Hey. This part in particular just like scratches my brain. I'm just oof. You telling me, huh? Again, love. Woo! No, I'm freaking out. Hey. Like this in particular, I'm just like, how? Say, babe. Hey. I loved Car Crew. It's so fun. Woo! Kill it. I'm already in it, I guess. Are you okay? Wow. I need her outfit, and I need it like yesterday. Very much so. I can't tell because I was like, why is there only 5 girls here? I'm assuming it's just that one of them just fucking passed out, right? Okay. Yeah, that was one of them. She just fucking passed out and they're like, are you good? I love that. Just keep me spinning Monday to Sunday, or I can't remember exactly which days they said there. But, I feel like with this song, I'm a little bit like more I guess not unsure of what this is about, because I feel like they're basically just like, you know, I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep fucking it up like a hurricane, I'm gonna keep spinning, and I guess you're here now, you know what I mean, like how with like a tornado or hurricane, like they're so like unforgiving. If you're in its way, you're gonna get sucked right in there and you're not gonna be able to do anything about it. It feels kind of like that they're just like, oh, we know we are about to like cause a trend, because they did with this, honestly. I remember when this was everywhere and everyone was like, oh my gosh, I am really into this. And we haven't gotten a release for a long time now. But I mean, obviously that's how it goes, and especially with a smaller company, I wouldn't expect anything more, you know what I mean? Like, it takes time to prepare, and it's kind of insane to, like, expect, like, more than 2 major comebacks in a year, honestly. If I'm honest. It depends, obviously, on how, like, streamlined the process is, but I think it's kind of wild to expect more than that. But, yeah, especially with this, like, they could turn it, especially, like, I feel like with now our 5th gen, like, I love this sort of stuff. I love the stuff where I'm like, huh. Like, that always gets me. When something gets me thinking, and it gets me being like, what are they trying to say here? What are they trying to... Sorry. Ooh, Jesus. What are they trying to convey? What are they trying to tell me? You know what I mean? And I feel like with this, it just, like... It got clearer for me, so to say. I'm going to pull up my lens, and I'm going to see real quick what was said by that person in the beginning, because they didn't translate that for me. And obviously this is not going to be perfect. This is not going to be, like, fantastic, but I'm going to see here. Ooh, it just tells me, like, detected language. Yes, it is Spanish. Listen to me, the hurricane is coming for you. Okay. That's kind of intense, but also, sure. You know what I mean? Ooh, yeah. This was really fun. I enjoyed the song. I think out of these two, Are You Okay is definitely my type of vibe. It's definitely my type of style. And I think they really turned it. You know what I mean? Like, I understand why this, like, was such a moment, and why so many people enjoyed it. And like I said, I'm hoping for a new release, because that was a lot of fun. But yeah, that was Are You Okay? And also our reaction to ifeye. I hope you had fun with me here. I know that, like, I'm a little bit all over the place right now, and I have been for the past few days. This is actually the second time I'm filming after having, like, a long break, because I got sick. So hopefully this made some sense. Hopefully I'm not entirely just spewing shit out of my mouth. But who really knows, honestly, when it's me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know anything you'd like me to watch from them or any other artist in the future. If you have any recommendations for any music community artist, I would really appreciate it. I do this bi-monthly, so twice in a month. So once every 2 weeks. And I find some new stuff and hopefully some fun stuff, which is what I think I did today. And yeah, don't really know what else to say other than that. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like this video, subscribe to my channel. But I love you, and thank you for being here. So let's go to the outro, and I'll say my final things there. Let's go. Alright, lovely. That was all I had for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for hopefully enjoying with me. So yeah, that was my first reaction to ifeye. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know why my brain is so, like, there's clearly something off, because I was like, oh my god, this video is so short, and then I realized, oh, it's just short for my standards, because the amount of, like, long ass videos that I make is kind of concerning, but also that's what you gotta do. Am I right? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, let me know any other new Music Monday artists you would like me, or any just artists in general that you would like me to check out for this series. I always enjoy these days. I think it's so fun to just find out about new people, and I hope you had fun with me here. So yeah, I don't really know what to say other than that. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel, check me out over on Patreon. I'm uploading daily on both platforms, doing a lot of fun stuff. I'm watching Business Proposal right now, K-drama, of course, as well as doing a bunch of other variety content, so make sure you check me out over there as well. Like this video if you enjoyed it, leave down in the comments below anything you'd like me to check out in the future. And yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Free Palestine, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!